All right, today is the 2nd of September. Can you believe it's September already? We can already tell by the angles of the sun that it feels different. We've been so busy. We finally have our fence done, and our really good friends were helping us with that, and it has just been so greatly appreciated already because it's made us feel a lot safer with all of our kids and the families that come and play here. And then our shed rotted and fell over, and the foundation was really bad. So my husband has had to go and break it up and move it over, and we're gonna get rid of it. And then our front steps, we found that the foundation for those was all rotted too. So that's what he's doing today. We filled up our compost and had to move it over and do another spot, but it always seems to have so much weed seeds that I don't really use it in my garden. To try and help these ripen faster, I have cut, you can probably see I've cut a lot of the leaves on top off so that they can ripen a lot faster, but I have so many of these all over. There's butternut, over there, butternut. And originally I thought these were cucumbers, but the more I look at them, I think this is a cantaloupe. I've never grown a melon, so I'm not totally sure, and I doubt it'll have time to ripen, but there's 3 little butternut squashes over here, or butternut, well, lots of butternut, honeydews, cantaloupes, whatever they are. My apples are looking pretty good. These are the smaller ones, and I have one that I forgot to cover, so I hope it doesn't have any maggots or anything in it, but I suppose we'll find out. Again, there's some more of my butternut squashes. The Honeycrisp is doing much better this year. So I almost fell over. See, look, there's 4 over there. 1, 2, 3, 4 butternut. I've got a butternut here. A pumpkin, not sure where that came from, but you know, hey, it's food. But these are so much bigger. Oh, see, look, the netting even broke on this. How good that's doing, I don't know, but oh, I'm just so excited. And in here, most of my seeds did not germinate, but this whole bed, we pulled out our strawberries, moved them up front, and started a lot of our winter stuff. But a lot of the nasturtiums and everything just keep self-sowing. But I have, let's see, spinach. I have cabbage and broccoli and something unknown. And this is like only a couple of my spinach have actually done well. This, I always have people help me by pulling out my sticks, which is super helpful. A whole bunch of weed seeds in this bed. Asian greens, nothing. Some pak choy. I've got beets, I've got green beans. Kohlrabi has bounced back. My sad half vertical zucchini, that's kind of how I do it. This has been a year with a new baby, so you know, normally I trim it off so it's just got 1 going up, but this one has 3. It goes up here and then it goes over there and then it comes down this way. But you know, I want to dry a lot of this lemon balm. It smells so good, but someone told me that to them it just smells like pledge, so they don't like it. It did kind of ruin it for me a little bit. I have some beets down in here. I've been trying to get as many of these ground cherries as I can and make jam out of them. I'm waiting for some of this parsley to go to seed so that I can collect it. Been eating a whole lot of Swiss chard because it's not as hardy as the kale. We've started to get a little bit of powdery mildew, which you can see in here, and a lot of the blight. So I also removed a lot of the lower leaves or any leaves that were shading the tomatoes, and I'm picking them a little less ripe than I would prefer, just because I want them all to ripen. And you can see I've also kind of topped them off. Over here I've got carrots, a lot of stuff. Maybe it was just too hot, it's just hardly coming out. So see, again, a lot of my tags people are moving, whether it's children or critters, I don't know, but it's makes it a little difficult. I am not sure when to harvest my zucchini for saving the seeds, but I didn't know zucchini turns orange. Can you see that orange tint to it? My largest ink and ground cherry. I mean, look at this. That thing is monstrous. Over here, my delicata squash. Two of them I harvested kind of on accident. They just fell off. My baby really liked them. I've got some pumpkins. Again, I cut a lot of the leaves and hoping that the sun would help them ripen. My one little buttercup over here, and it's trying to do another one there. And then I've got a pumpkin here, and it's trying to do another one here, but we'll see. My raspberries, I did kind of top them. I probably shouldn't have done that yet, but I am, and we just pulled up all the grass along there, and we're going to be planting them so they're not quite as thick. And I'm not an expert on raspberries, so I mean, they do fine, but so every day for supper we've been having greens, we've been having corn on the cob, or we've been doing kind of Mexican style, I guess, where we'll cut the corn off the cob with some greens and some refried beans or ground beef and like taco kind of seasonings and mix it all together, and it's been pretty good with salsa. Lots of tomatoes that are not ripe yet. Let's see, anything else? I'm starting to get some Brussels sprouts, so that's kind of exciting. I've been removing a lot of the lower limbs, our branches, leaves, so that there gets some air circulation in there. And again, more tomatoes. I have the slugs and everything have come back, as you can tell, and so have the cabbage loopers. And apparently I am forgetting some of my cucumbers. I'm in that end of summer, I'm tired. Again, I don't think these are going to produce very much, but here are oh my goodness, my brain is done. Sweet potatoes. I harvested almost all of my onions, but these were so small I left them. There's some more cabbage, some basil, some beets are finally coming up, and I just planted a whole bunch of them because we will like those. There's some spinach in the front. Looks like clover in there. I must be lucky. Look at all those 4-leaf clovers. Some broccoli, and these are side shoots. Isn't that beautiful for a side shoot? This has been my best year for broccoli ever. I have a little bit of hollow stem. I don't know if you can actually see it. This is the first one, and the main head was there. And I did fertilize quite a bit with nitrogen kind of things like blood meal this year. And that's probably why I have the most beautiful broccoli heads that I've ever had. I was told, though, that too much nitrogen can make hollow stem syndrome. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but that's what I saw. Again, some of the powdery mildew. I mean, look at that. Oof. I need to get out here and spray with some baking soda. So anyway, that's a really quick overview. Trying to get everything ready for fall. And that's a really busy time for us, but then again, when is the garden never not busy? Good reason to be busy though. Anyway, happy gardening.